What's your thought on what you're seeing in D.C. right now?
Well, I'm just absolutely disgusted from what I'm seeing today. The reason we even have elections in America is so that we don't have government by mob. We don't have madness. We have order and safety. And we're not seeing that in the Capitol today. And I'm just very frustrated that we, as a country, have let ourselves come to this.
Who do you blame for all of this? You've campaigned with President Trump, and some people have questioned whether President Trump needs to come out and call an end to this.
I certainly agree that President Trump needs to call for an end to this. To his credit, he has called for peaceful protesting, but he needs to be more explicit. He needs to call for the Capitol to be vacated and for order to be restored.
Do our congressmen or do our senators need to get back to work in certifying this election as soon as possible?
Absolutely. We cannot allow a wild mob to stop Congress from doing its duty, whatever they're voting on. So they need to get back to work, and they can't do that until order's restored. So this needs to stop immediately.
This looks like something from a third world country. This does not look like something that you see in the United States. Are you concerned that this is the beginning of something, that this is a real threat to the Republic, or do you think this is just a flash in the pan moment?
Well, I don't think we can read too much from any one event, but look, it's pretty concerning that this is the first time in 200-something years that we've ever really asked the question whether we'd have a peaceful transfer of power. We shouldn't even have to ask that question. I'm very confident that order's going to be restored. We're going to have a normal inauguration in 2 weeks, but it's a shame that we even have to talk about this.
What would your message be to some in your party who have stood up to not certify the election, in particular Republican senators?
This is not about what Congress is doing. This is about what individuals are doing. Most of the protesters themselves actually, I think, have been fairly peaceful, but there's a few bad apples that have raided the Capitol, and those individuals should be condemned, they should be arrested, they should be prosecuted. But this is not because of what Congress is voting on. This is about individuals being held responsible for their actions.